It all happened so suddenly. The sound of the crash was deafening. 1 second, we were driving, without a care in the world, just fully immersed, fully present in the now. Isaac was only 3. He had the kind of smile that could melt every trouble off your shoulders. His grandparents adored him. Everyone did. But don't ever let that smile fool you. He knew how to use it to get what he wanted. No matter how many times Sarah and I tried to stay firm, he always won. That's why he was holding a lollipop the size of his head, waving it around as we all sang in the car. It was supposed to be a simple 3-hour road trip to Beaver's Bend in southern Oklahoma. A peaceful getaway. Our first vacation since Isaac was born. We had everything planned. A hike to a waterfall, a little fly fishing, a petting zoo, and the best part, watching Isaac experiencing it all for the first time. We often talked about what it must have felt like as kids, seeing waterfalls or animals for the first time. But now, we would get to witness it through his eyes. We were going to capture it all, laugh about it for years. But we never made it. We never saw that waterfall. We never made those memories. It happened so fast, and yet, in my head, it plays out in slow motion. Every moment, every detail. We were just 20 minutes away from our Airbnb when it happened. A deer burst out of the brush and onto the highway. A sedan slammed into it, knocking out the driver instantly. Their car swerved directly into our lane, and we collided head-on. The next thing I remember was slipping in and out of consciousness, shouting, shattered glass, blurred vision. Blood ran down my face like warm rain. Then pain. An all-consuming, primal agony. The car was on fire. My legs were burning. I screamed. The world spun. But in that moment of adrenaline, my vision cleared. Sarah, my wife, had been pulled from the wreck. She was lying outside, conscious, and behind me, Isaac's car seat was empty. Someone had taken him out. A firefighter appeared at the door, arms reaching in. "Sir, can you reach my hand?" I did, and as soon as I touched him, everything went black. I remember the voices as I slipped under. "We've got 2 critical, 1 fatal. Poor guy didn't stand a chance." That line echoed in the darkness, again and again and again. Poor guy didn't stand a chance. Poor guy didn't stand a chance. When I awoke, I was in the hospital. The doctor said I'd been in an induced coma for 3 days. My lungs were scorched from the smoke. I had 5 broken ribs, fractured hands, and 3rd-degree burns down my legs. The first thing I asked was whether Isaac and Sarah were okay. Sarah had made it out, badly injured, but recovering. Isaac, I already knew the answer. I'd heard it, felt it. A few days later, I was wheeled to Sarah's room. She was staring at the ceiling, silent. When I took her hand, she barely turned. Then her eyes welled with tears, and we cried, together, quietly. The worst part, there was no one to blame. No speeding, no drinking, no distractions. Just a random, cruel accident. Three years have passed since that day. Sarah and I are no longer together. Washington is home now. The gloom, the rain, the fog that crawls through the North Cascades. It suits me. I lived in a small cabin, barely 800 square feet, surrounded by forest. I wouldn't call it a home. It's more like a prison, a place where I force myself to feel everything from that day, over and over again. Because forgetting the pain would mean forgetting Isaac. And I couldn't let that happen. When the pain becomes unbearable, which it often does, I wander. I hike into the forest, off trail. I don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe peace, maybe a ghost, maybe punishment. I've been here 2 years now. Sarah tried to help me. She went to therapy. She made progress. I didn't. I left before I could drag her down with me. Told her I'd call when I was ready. But I haven't. Not yet. She probably moved on, and I wouldn't blame her at all. I haven't turned on my phone in over a year. The only thing I hear out here is wind and memory. But today, I hear crying. It's faint, familiar. Isaac. I freeze. The sound is coming from deeper in the woods, a place I've never gone. I've heard him in my dreams before, but this is different. This sounds real, echoing through the trees, not my mind. I follow the voice. I don't think about bears or getting lost. I just move. He's no longer crying, he's calling. Dad. My brain says turn back, but my heart keeps walking. 30 minutes, then an hour, then 2, and then voices. Not Isaac, 2 men arguing. I crouch behind a tree. They look off. Tall, lanky, malnourished. One has a shotgun. And between them, chained by the wrist, is a little boy. He looks no older than 8. My heart drops. Isaac would have been 8. And then I hear his voice. Clear. Warm. He needs your help. The men are arguing.
It's this way. No, I'm telling you, it's this way, dumbass. Who you calling dumbass, dumbass? You, General Dumbass.
Suddenly, a twig under my foot. They hear it. Their shotgun cocks. Leaves crunch. They're dragging the boy toward me. I grip a heavy rock, barely able to hold it with one hand. I wait. Wait. One steps past the tree, and I immediately swing. The rock slams into his skull. He fires into the dirt. He drops instantly. I raise the rock again and slam it down. No second chances. The other turns, grabs the chain. I hurl the rock, hits its jaw, cracks it. He stumbles. I grab the shotgun. "Drop it!" I yell. He releases the chain. The boy runs toward me, grabbing my leg, shaking. The man snarls, then smirks.
"Now, dumbass!"
Behind me, a roar. "Ah!" A knife slices my shoulder. I scream, turn, fire. The blast lifts him off his feet. Dead. The other lunges. "Ah!" I swing the shotgun like a bat. His head connects with a rock as he falls. Blood pools. Silence. The pain in my shoulder throbs, but I feel the boy's arm around my leg. Is it over? Yeah, kid. It's over. I find the key and free him. What's your name? I ask. Troy. I want my mom and dad. We'll find them, I say. I carry him back to the cabin, back to the world. When we finally reach a signal, I call for help. Troy's parents arrive the next morning. The tears, the hugs, the joy. I haven't seen anything like it in years. Something lifts from me. A weight I didn't know could move. I think of Sarah, of Isaac, of how I left her to carry all the pain alone. And I realize Isaac wouldn't want that. He wouldn't want me punishing myself. He wouldn't want to be remembered through grief, but through love. I find my phone, charge it. It flickers to life. I dial the number I still know by heart. The phone rings.
Mike?
Her voice, warm, soft.
Is everything okay?
I choke up. Sarah, 3 years ago, we lost Isaac. But you lost me too. I'm sorry. I was wrong to leave. I see that now. I need you. A long pause, a breath, a sniffle.
Come home, Mike.
I'm coming home.